Hello and welcome back to the channel if you already are a part of the community, and if you aren't, then make sure to subscribe so you don't miss a new weekly video. My name is Sophia, and on this channel we talk all about spirituality, manifestation, astrology, and all of the good things that help you become the happiest, healthiest, and most powerful version of yourself. So let's dive into today's video. Today we're going to talk about one of my favorite parts of any birth chart, whether that's my own or my clients. This is going to transform your life, and this is going to upgrade your life tremendously, because we're going to talk about the South and the North Node. And even if you don't know anything about astrology, if you don't know what your Sun, Venus, Moon even means, but you know what your South and North Node do for you, you are so many steps ahead. Like, you are going to look at your life in a completely new way, and you'll become magnetic. Like, opportunities are just going to come to you because you are embracing the true energy that you're meant to live, and you're stepping into your potential, and you're going to send out this energy that is just so deeply magnetic, and people are going to want to talk to you. People are going to want to know what you're doing. Like, what is it that you're doing to become like this? And is actually about knowing your unique essence. So I can't wait. We're going to talk all about it, and we're going to go through all of the 12 signs. So make sure that you look at your personal South and North Node. But first, I want you to know, what do those even mean? So they're not like Sun, Moon, or Venus. They're not placements or planets. They're actually points. They're calculated points. And your South Node is the point in your chart which shows you what life you have lived and what energies and gifts you have mastered in a past life. So when you look at your South Node, this is kind of a comfort zone. Like, you feel secure in that space. You know how to move about. You know how life works with that energy. But at the same time, this is your comfort zone. Like, you're not really going out of your way to experience new things. This is not really a place of opportunity for you. It is just like, I'm safe and secure. I know what I'm doing. I have certain gifts that I've developed. But at the same time, you have overused those energies. Like, these energies, you know them like the back of your hand, but at the same time, they're not really giving you room for growth. And that is when we're looking at the opposite side of this, and that is your North Node. That is going to be, this point is going to be exactly 180 degrees apart from each other. So they're going to be exactly opposite each other always. No matter where your South Node is, your North Node is going to always be in the opposite sign. So when you look at your North Node, this is your point of destiny and potential. And I like to say this is your point of magnetism and power as well. Like, when you step into your North Node energy, and when you start to embrace those energies, it might get a little bit uncomfortable because you don't know what to do with these energies. You have never lived this before, especially if you don't have any personal placements in the sign of your North Node. This is going to be a very foreign energy, but at the same time, this is where you grow. This is where you expand. This is where your potential is, where your magnetism lies. That's why I always say, when it comes to manifesting your dream life, that you're going to want to look at your North Node. That's why I've included my North Node masterclass also in my Rebelicious membership. I have a separate masterclass and also included this as a bonus in my membership, because I know how important and how vital and transforming your North Node power is going to be for you. Because stepping into the energy of your North Node is going to help you embody your future self. Because when we look at people in the manifestation space, they talk about this all the time. They say, act, think, behave, like, just walk, talk like the version of you that already has all of your desires. But that sometimes feels very confusing, because if you already were that version, you would know how to behave. So instead of guessing and doing a guessing game, instead of trying things out, I always tell my clients, look at your North Node energy and leave behind some of these, restricting and limiting energies of your South Node. And I want to make sure that you understand that your south node is not something evil. It is not something to completely, cut yourself off from. It is actually where you can see like, oh wow, I do have some gifts that I bring into this life. This is amazing and I will take them with me. But at the same time, to balance out the, overemphasis I've put on this energy in the past, I'm going to look at the opposite sign and step more into this energy. So for me personally, I have my south node in Aquarius and my north node in Leo. So when we look at the south node, for me, Aquarius is a very detached sign. This is all about making sure that everybody else is doing good. We're doing things for the greater good. I am very good at analytical things. I'm very good at detaching and not taking things personally. But at the same time, I don't know to really have fun, how to put myself into the center of attention, how to take center stage and really enjoy life and allow myself to have personal desires. So that is what my personal journey has been, and what has really helped me was stepping away from that, because I'm somebody who deeply cares about human rights and women's rights. Just for me, I want to care for people. I want to care for animals. Like, I want to make this world a better place. But at the same time, I'm completely neglecting myself and I'm completely off in my head. And that was me for the majority of my high school time. Like, I was someone who was very in their head, who didn't want to participate. Like, I didn't want to be part of, the things going on. I just wanted to observe. I wanted to be a part of the wall. I wanted to be the fly on the wall, just observing and not really take part in all of this. And that has been something that I know really hindered my growth. And when I started to understand the magic of my north node, it really helped me step out of that. Because when I looked at it, like, I started studying manifestation and astrology again at 16. I grew up in the spiritual space. Like, I went to meditation evenings and just spiritual events with my mom all the time when I was a child, but I didn't really like doing that anymore as I got older. And I was kind of embarrassed about it. But then at 16, I got back into it. I started studying manifestation, quantum physics, astrology again. And I realized that all of my problems were coming from not embodying my north node energies, because I was very in that Aquarius energy. I saw what was wrong. I wanted to fix everything. I didn't want to really put myself in front of others. I didn't know how to step up for myself. I didn't know how to share my own opinion. I didn't even really know what my own desires were. I just wanted to be a part of the crowd and not, people to look at me and notice me. I just wanted to be part of the crowd and chill. Like, you don't need to notice me. You don't need to interact with me. Just let me be here. Let me look at all these things. And I found some ways to make things better, but don't talk about me and ask me questions. Like, I don't want to talk about myself. And that was a big problem, because I realized that I wanted to live a beautiful, amazing, abundant, magical life. And I wasn't going to get that if I was going to stay that way. I wasn't going to get that if I would continue to feed into my shy side, if I was going to continue, with my social anxiety and not really take that head on. I was like, okay, I want to change things. I want to become more confident. I want to step into my power, and I want to stand up for myself. I want to live a life that is uniquely my own, and I want to be myself. And that was something that I was very afraid of, but also had a deep desire for, because before I just wanted to fit in. So I did everything like everybody else. And that was personally for me my biggest transformation. And still, that's why I know that the impact of your south and north node is so powerful, because once I started to embrace that Leo energy, once I started to embrace becoming more confident, dressing how I wanted to, cutting my hair the way I wanted to, standing up for what I believe in, talking about myself, talking about my own journey, going really center stage, and not being afraid of speaking up and sharing who I am with people, that's when things started to shift. Like, my friend group shifted, work, money, opportunities, everything shifted for me. as soon as I decided I was not going to stay in my comfort zone of that Aquarius energy. And that's what I want for you as well, to know that this is a journey that you are allowed to go on. And when you go on this journey, your life is going to transform fast and in the best way possible. Like, this is going to get better and better every day, because embracing your North Node power is such a beautiful thing. And this is such a big gift that you give to yourself, because I can still remember I went to a yoga class a few weeks ago, and one of the instructors, like, she was saying, like, what is your zodiac sign? And I was like, I wanted to say Capricorn, but she was like already answering for me, and she's like, it was Leo, right? And I was so excited about that, because she thought I was a Leo. So I was like, okay, I'm really projecting that Leo energy. And that gave me so much confirmation that this journey I've been going on and the energy that I've been wanting to embrace has really worked. And like, not soon after, she asked me about really collaborating and doing something together and organizing an event together. And I think that was so interesting, because it really showed me again that stepping into that energy for me, that Leo energy, is going to give me opportunities, is going to make me more magnetic. And like I said, like, for me, it was normal to, my first instinct when I met new people before was just to not really talk a lot, to just listen and be interested, be friendly and everything, but not really share much of myself in the conversation, not really participate a lot. And that has changed completely. Like, now I will be the one with the craziest outfit. I will talk about all of my passions. I will talk about all of the things that I believe in, and I will not care if people agree. Instead, I will talk about these things and know that the people that agree with me will come to me. They will feel magnetized by my energy because they believe in the same things. So that's what I want for you, and that's what I want you to understand, that your South Node and your North Node are energies that you can balance, that you can enjoy, and that this is truly the path to your happiest, most confident and fulfilled self. Because diving into this is going to give you all the tools to create the life that you want. So if before you were unsure on actually how to change, how to become more confident, how to live a life that you truly love, then this is going to give that to you. Like I said, I have a masterclass on this where I go even deeper and I give you daily practices based on your North Node. If you would like to check that out, it will be in the description and in the comments. And also, that is going to be included in my membership. So if you rather become part of my Rebelicious manifestation membership, then make sure to do that, and you're going to get the masterclass as a bonus. But now we're going to dive into all of the 12 signs, and I'm going to give you some insight on how to embody that energy for your life and become truly magnetic and powerful and really enjoy that hot girl energy. So let's go. First, we're going to obviously start with Aries. And if you have your North Node in Aries, this is all about stepping into your power and leaving behind the good girl. Because like I said, your South Node is going to be opposite of your North Node always. And as an Aries North Node, you have a Libra South Node. So you know what it means to be the good girl. And there's good, like, my videos and episodes, my podcast episodes and my YouTube videos are going to be very beneficial for you, especially on the, ending your good girl era and decentering men and all of these things. Because with a South Node in Libra, you're used to getting validation from other people, and you're used to doing things to make other people happy. You know what it means to be a good girl, to make everybody feel comfortable. You know what it means to do everything right. But the problem with that is that you're constantly abandoning yourself. And that doesn't mean that people tell you that you're doing a good job. Like, that's not even it. It might not even be that people validate you, but you crave that validation. And once people give you just an inkling of that, you're abandoning yourself and you're just doing what other people want from you. So that is very important for you to understand, to leave behind the good girl and to understand that it is not your job to make everybody else feel comfortable. It is about making yourself happy and not abandoning yourself in the process of getting to know people, of creating a community, of finding partnership. It is not about other people. This lifetime is about yourself, and you don't need to fight for that. You don't need to get into competition on who gets to do this better. It is all about yourself. So make sure that with this North Node, to focus on yourself, to get to know yourself, to really understand your own wants and needs, and get really courageous about expressing them. Like I said, this is an individual lifetime for you. And that doesn't mean that you're not going to have friends, that you're not going to have a partner, but instead it is about knowing that you need to know who you are before you go into partnership with others. Like, it is about getting to know yourself first, creating an identity for yourself, understanding what do I like, what don't I like, what way do I like to dress. All of these things are very important for you to live a happy and magnetic life. So like I said, decentering men is very good for you, leaving behind the good girl, and really stepping into your individuality, into your courageousness. That is what this is all about for you. Next, we have Taurus. And if you have your North Node in Taurus, this is all about your five senses. This is all about pleasure, about the earthly realm, because Taurus is an earth sign, is connected to the planet Venus. So when we look at Taurus, this is very important for you to really get in touch with your five senses, to enjoy life on a really physical, in a very physical sense. So really have nice smelling things, to allow yourself to really feel pleasure, because in the past with your Scorpio South Node, you know what it means to be in the deep subconscious, and you know what it means to really get into those mystical and deep emotions. You know how to analyze people. You know what it means to go through darkness. You know how to transform. You know what it means to rebirth. And you need to understand that this doesn't always need to be hard. Like, life is about transformation and changing, but allow yourself for things to be lighter, for things to be easier. You don't need to cling to the darkness as a security blanket. You don't need to constantly, try to change into or dig deeper into your fears and your worries and always think that people have an ulterior motive. Instead, it is about embracing this earthly realm and embracing earthly pleasures. And that also includes knowing your boundaries, connecting to your body. This is also very important for you to really find your own definition of beauty, find your own definition of luxury, find your own definition of pleasure. So this is really a lifetime for you to, one, have very secure boundaries, like be very clear about your boundaries, really know what you value in this life and what you don't, and really be clear on what energies you allow into your life, and know that, like I said, it doesn't always have to be hard. Like, you deserve for things to be easy, and you don't need to give your power away to other people, and you don't need to constantly dig into your darkest shadows, but you actually get to enjoy this life. So like I said, values and boundaries are very important, and then learn to enjoy this earthly realm and have fun with this. Next, we're going to look at your North Node and Gemini. So if you have your North Node in Gemini, the key to really step into your sexy and magnetic energy is your self-expression and community. What I mean by that is, because you have your South Node in Sagittarius, this was a more of a lonely time for you in the past, like the lifetimes before. You knew what it means to travel around the world. You had an ultimate truth or belief that you really followed, and you shared that with people. But that also meant you didn't really have connection. Like, you were never part of the group, you were never part of the people, but instead you were somebody standing high above them, sharing your truth, and then traveling to the next place. So travel and far distant travel was something that is very normal for you, but that also meant you never really had any deeper connections, and you never really had the chance to connect deeper with other people. It was just you sharing your truth. So in this lifetime, it is very important for you to, one, have self-expression, like deeply authentic self-expression, getting to know your truth, getting to know what you want to share with the world, writing, journaling, social media career, like any kind of that where you can connect to people through your word is going to be amazing. But also understanding that it's very important and vital for you to share your truth and also hear the truth of other people, and know that other people's truth is not going to, change your own. When other people have a different opinion than you, that is not going to, change and diminish your truth. You're allowed to have your truth and they're allowed to have their truth, but really understand that this lifetime is about connecting and self-expression. But self-expression through your words, either through writing or talking, podcasts, all of these kinds of things where you can connect with your community, and really understanding that this is a beautiful tool for you. Like your voice and your writing is something that is a beautiful tool for you in this lifetime. So if you feel like you're isolating yourself, you're not connecting with people anymore, that is not a good sign for you. So when you know you're in your power and your true potential, you're connecting to other people, you're sharing your truth, other people sharing their truth, and you're feeling a deeper connection to others. This is really a connection and community-based time for you. And just having fun, being lighthearted, being curious, maybe having different interests. For you, it is not a problem to really be versatile. So don't be afraid and feel like you need to stick to one path, you need to stick to one thing. This is not what this lifetime is about for you. Even if you change your career a lot, or if you have different interests and you want to put all of them into one, really allow yourself that. Allow yourself to be multifaceted. Allow yourself to have different hobbies, different passions, and to just enjoy, be curious, learn different things, and don't feel like you need to have one ultimate path in this lifetime, but instead enjoy and explore. Next, we're going to look at North Node in Cancer. And if you have your North Node in Cancer, the key to stepping into your magnetic, juicy, and sexy energy is really learning how to connect to your emotions and to create a safe space for yourself. Because with your South Node in Capricorn, you know what it means to take responsibility. And that means responsibility for everybody. And this is this go-getter energy. Like, this is an earth sign, cardinal. When you have this energy, this is the energy of, I know where I'm going, I know what I'm doing, nobody can stop me. Like, if you're taking too long, I'm going to do it myself. Like, this is not a very personal or emotional sign that you come out of, and that is something that you need to learn in this lifetime, because your way to use to just somebody wants something, or I need to achieve something, or this is the goal, so I'm going to do it. I'm not going to care about my own desires. I'm not going to care about my own emotions. I'm just going to do it. And that's where the problem lies, because with your North Node in Cancer, you need to connect to your own desires. You need to connect to your own emotions. So know that when you are expressing your emotions and you are connecting to your feelings every day, that is a good sign for you. And when you get insecure about your emotions, just know that this is very good for you to share. It is good for you to share your vulnerabilities. It is good for you to share your emotions with people, but always make sure that they are a safe space for you, because with your North Node in Cancer, this is also the sign of creating a safe space, whether that's physically or emotionally. So make sure that you have a home that you feel really happy, secure, and homey and comfortable in, but also make sure that the people that you share your feelings with feel the same way. Like, they're also very warm and very secure and very safe for you, because in this lifetime, you need people to remind you that it is okay to be soft. You don't need to be hard all the time. You don't need to constantly be responsible for other people's emotions or their dreams. Focus on yourself, focus on your own dreams, focus on your own emotions, and you're going to be good to go, baby. Like, you are going to, like, your energy is going to be on fire. So make sure to prioritize your emotions. Next up, we have Leo, and you are going to really step into your main character energy with this. So when you have your North Node in Leo and you want to activate your sexy, magnetic, hot girl energy, then this is about enjoying. This is about fun. This is really about exploring your desires and taking the step out of the shadows, because as an Aquarius South Node, you know what it means to be detached, to analyze, to do things for the greater good, to really not have your own desires, your own wishes, to not even really be a part of the group or society, but more of a watcher, an analyzer, an observer. So that is where you come from. So when you catch yourself meeting new people or just having an opportunity for work or anything, and you notice yourself taking the observer role, just know that that is not your most magnetic energy. You're not meant to become an observer in this lifetime, but instead you're meant to become the main character. Like North Node in Leo is basically the main character energy. Like this is the embodiment of that. So when you want to really activate your Leo energy, make sure that you let yourself be one, creative. So drawing, singing, performing, any sort of creative endeavor is going to be very beneficial for you. Allowing yourself to have fun and also actively participating in your life and actively changing things. So not just sitting there being like, okay, I'm going along with what everybody else wants, or this is the direction that they decided we're going to go into, so that's what I'm going to do. No, this lifetime is about you and knowing what you want, being really confident and secure in yourself. And even if you think you're over the top, like you probably can go 10 times more. Because with this, you're very, like, your definition of over the top is nothing. Like that is truly nothing. So when you want to connect to that Leo energy, have fun, explore, express yourself, allow yourself to be creative, and really take center stage. Like I said, for you, it's really time to be the main character. Next up, we have your North Node in Virgo. And when you have your North Node in Virgo, the best tip that I can give you when you want to activate your magical hot girl energy is really to have rituals and routines that support you and really prioritize your connection to nature and your body and regulating your nervous system. Because with your North Node in Virgo, this is a lifetime in the past where you were really in the spiritual realm. Like you were connected deeply to spirituality. You know what it means to dive deep into the subconscious, to dive deep into dreams. You know what it means to be really romantic and maybe even a little chaotic. Like with this energy, Pisces is connected to illusions, to dreams, and a little bit to chaos. So that means for this lifetime with Virgo, you want to get organized and you want to get clear and you want to create routines and rituals that really support you. That is the number one thing for you. And to also understand that you are deeply, deeply powerful in this earthly realm and not just in your mind. Like you are probably someone who's very good at fantasizing beautiful realities. You're very good at connecting with the universe, and that is beautiful. What this is really about for you to become really magnetic is to really get grounded in this earthly realm. And like I said, connect to nature. Virgo is the archetype of the healer as well. So connecting to nature, maybe taking on something that is a healing practice. Pets are also ruled by Virgo. So when you have your own pet, that is also going to be very, very good and helps you set a new routine and a new schedule. With Virgo, you really want to make sure that you prioritize your mental, physical, and emotional health, like checking in with yourself every day and making practical steps to change. That is going to be a priority for you. So this is not just about going with the flow all the time, but instead get grounded, get connected, get present, and don't lose yourself in addictions as well. Because when we look at Pisces South Node, Pisces is connected to addictions as well. So that can mean like alcohol, drugs, but it can also mean negative emotions. It can also mean food. It can also mean negative habits. Like an addiction to something doesn't automatically mean like a substance, but it can also mean being addicted to feeling like you're the personal victim of the universe, feeling like you're doing everything wrong, and like letting yourself be soaked up and just like not like fall into this hole of feeling like you were addicted to negative emotions and to a negative cycle of thoughts. So to get out of that, I will definitely recommend regulating your nervous system and getting connected to nature and having routines. Having routines is going to be amazing for you. Having a schedule, having clear times for you is going to make you more magnetic. I know that sounds crazy, but understanding that you're meant to live on this earthly realm, that you meant to enjoy life, and you meant to take care of your physical vessel as well, not just float in space, but also be here, be present, maybe do a lot, like weekly, daily movement. It doesn't need to be like a really hard physical activity. It can also just be intuitive movement or yoga, but just light movements, and knowing, like letting yourself know that you have a body and being connected with that is going to be amazing for you. So just allow yourself to have rituals that nourish you. Take care of your physical, mental, and emotional health, and also make foods and really good food and regulating your nervous system a priority, and you're going to become the hottest, most magnetic version of yourself. So next we're going to look at Libra, and when you have your North Node in Libra and you want to connect to your magical hot girl energy, this is about knowing that you don't need to do this life alone. Like, you are allowed to desire love, you're allowed to desire companionship, and you don't need to constantly be alone and fight this life alone. Of course, it is very important for you to understand your values and know your worth. For you, it is very important to really develop a strong sense of confidence in yourself and what you want, but it is also about not letting yourself fall into this loneliness that you've created for yourself and think that you need to be alone forever, that no one really like to spend time with you, or that you think that you aren't allowed to desire love and desire connection to other people. Also, don't feel crazy if you love luxurious things and if you love to feel beautiful and to have a beautiful space. For you, that is going to be very beneficial. Taking care of your appearance in whatever way makes you feel good, because at the end of the day, this journey is about you always. So it doesn't mean if you're not someone who likes putting on makeup, you don't need to do that. But if you feel really good when you get your hair done every week, or you feel really good when you wear skirts every day, or whatever it is that makes you feel really beautiful and really nice, that is going to be very beneficial to you. And like I said, also your space. Make sure that your space feels beautiful, and don't let other people tell you that you're overestimating, or you're you putting too much energy and focus in things being beautiful, because that is actually going to do good things for you. But like I said, trust yourself, develop a connection to yourself and connection to your emotions. Allow yourself to be an emotional being, because with your South Node in Aries, you know what it means to be alone, you know what it means to fight alone, but that also feels like you're constantly losing people, because Aries is the sign of the warrior. So this is, I'm doing it alone, I'm going to fight for this, but that also means you're like in past lifetimes you didn't really have anything for yourself. You didn't really get to enjoy connecting to others. You didn't really get to create a life for yourself because you were so busy focusing on one goal and just getting through with it and being really brave and being really courageous, but leaving behind that emotional part of yourself and that connection-based part of yourself. So like I said, if you want to activate that hot girl energy for yourself, allow yourself to feel beautiful, make your space beautiful, trust yourself, develop a deep connection to yourself, your values, your boundaries, and then allow yourself love. Let other people in and connect to other people. It is not a weakness. Now we're going to dive into your North Node in Scorpio. And with your North Node in Scorpio, if you want to activate your magical hot girl energy, it is very important for you to allow yourself to be vulnerable and to allow yourself to rebirth, to change, to dive deep into your own subconscious mind, into your desires, and do what you want to in this lifetime. Because in the past, with your South Node in Taurus, you were taken care of in the physical sense, but there were also a lot of expectations. So this is really important for you in this lifetime, that you know that you don't owe anybody anything, and you don't need to follow a path that your friends want from you, that your family, that society wants from you, but instead allow yourself to have emotions, allow yourself to change, connect to your deepest, darkest side of yourself, connect to your shadow side. Shadow work is going to be very good for you, and allow yourself to change. You don't need to cling to traditions, you don't need to cling to the past, because that is something that you're likely to do with your South Node in Taurus, because this is an energy of, this is where I was, this is where I'm going, like I'm going to stay here, and this is where I feel safe and secure. But that also can mean that you stay in your comfort zone. And with your North Node in Scorpio, this is a very transformative sign. This is a water sign. This is about emotion. It is about learning to accept help from other people. It's about learning to open up to your emotions. Mystical energy is very good for you. So anything mystic is going to be amazing. Like I said, diving deeper into your shadow side and just allowing yourself to be somebody new every day. Don't feel like you need to stick with something forever, but allow yourself to grow, allow yourself to connect to other people, allow yourself to have emotions, and do shadow work really on a continuous basis. Like, do that regularly in your life. That is going to be very good for you with your North Node in Scorpio. But just allow yourself, like every day is a rebirth for you, and just accept that, invite that, and embrace that deep, beautiful, insightful, and amazing energy. And now we're going to look at the Sagittarius North Node. So if you want to activate your hot girl energy with your Sagittarius North Node, then you want to really leave behind the search for the ultimate truth, because with your South Node in Gemini, you want to do what's right. You want to tell people what they want to hear. You want to make other people feel happy. You want to communicate in a way where everybody is comfortable, everybody feels good. You are like the person who is always, you're always fun, you're always curious, you're always cool, you're laid back, you don't take anything too seriously. But that is the past for you, because in this lifetime, it is very important for you to listen to your intuition and just say what you actually mean. So this is a lifetime for you to explore your own truth and say it and communicate it directly. Also, with your North Node in Sagittarius, it is very beneficial for you to travel, to see different parts of the world, to see different belief system, and find your own truth and not depend on other people. So don't base your happiness, your truth on what other people think. Don't take other people's opinion so seriously. Instead, form your own opinions, travel, research, have fun, and express your truth just directly and openly. And really ask yourself, when you are in direct communication with others, am I saying this because the other person wants to hear that, or am I saying that because this is what I actually believe? So really finding your own belief system, finding your own beliefs, and connecting with your truth, going on a search for your own truth, and having fun sharing that as well. So what I want you to know is that you don't need to constantly and forever search for your own truth. Your truth is allowed to change, but ask yourself, what is my truth in this moment? What do I want to share right now? You don't need to know everything, and you are allowed to change your opinion, but it is very important for you to be really direct and confident in expressing who you are and what you believe in, and following your own intuition. That is going to make you so incredibly magnetic. Next up, we're going to look at your North Node in Capricorn. And if you want to activate your hot girl energy with your North Node in Capricorn, this lifetime for you is about responsibility. And I know that might not sound as amazing, but it is actually a beautiful thing, because with your South Node in Cancer, you are so used to taking care of other people. You're putting your needs behind those of the other people in your life. You want to take care of your family. You want to take care of your friends. Like, this is the definition of mom of the group. So it's time for you to leave that title behind and actually care about yourself more. Have self-respect, have ambitions, and go after the things that you want. So if you have your North Node in Capricorn, this is a lifetime for you to understand that nurturing and taking care of other people is not your focus of this lifetime. Instead, making your happiness, making your emotions your focus, that is actually the best way to become magnetic and step into your full potential. So instead of always taking care of other people and making sure that they're feeling good, ask yourself what you want out of this life. What does success look like to you? What do you actually want? And be ambitious, be clear, and go after your goals. And that is actually going to make you magnetic. So being very direct with what you want. This is not about like I'm playing about it, I'm just making other, like saying it the way that other people, so other people feel better. This is not about you always putting other people's emotions before your truth, before your ambitions, before your happiness. Like I said, this is a lifetime of responsibility in the best way, because it is responsibility for your happiness. So yes, other people can take care of themselves. Let them take care of themselves, and instead let other people take care of you for a change. You know you have good people in your life when they either encourage you to take care of yourself and take time to yourself, where no one wants something from you. Really taking time to be in your own energy is going to be so beneficial for you, and people who encourage that are beautiful and help you and take care of you, that is the right people. Those are going to be the right people for you. But just know that this is a lifetime to make yourself happy and to go after your dreams. So being clear, direct, and ambitious is actually a very good thing for you, and the way you are going to activate your most magnetic self. Next up, we have North Node in Aquarius. And with this energy, if you want to activate your hot girl energy, it is really about allowing yourself to be seen in every way, whether that's conventional or unconventional. Be loud about who you are and actually connect to people who support your unconventional ideas and your innovative ideas. This is really a lifetime for you to have a bigger goal, to have a shared goal, because with your South Node in Leo, it was more of an individual lifetime with your own desires, your own wishes, but that also meant you did things to be validated by other people. You did things because you crave that attention, you crave that validation from others. It is time to leave that behind. So leave behind this desperate need for other people validating you and telling you that you're good enough, and instead show your original ways of thinking, your innovative ideas, show who you truly are, and allow yourself to connect to other people and have this bigger vision for your life and go after that. So when you crave validation and when you notice yourself getting caught up and wanting to do things because other people will tell you that you're doing good or that you're good enough, that is actually not the way for you. Stand up for yourself and stand up for what you believe in, and connect to a community that supports your goals and your vision for life. That is going to be the most beneficial thing for you. And if you feel like you're 10 steps ahead of this life, that is actually a good thing, because you're meant to develop objectivity. You're meant to look at things and analyze things and see the bigger picture of this world and see things that can be improved in new ways. So for you, it is a beautiful thing to develop really a unique sense of style, a unique sense of thinking, and find community based on that. That is going to make you so much more magnetic and actually help step into your potential. Last but definitely not least, we're going to look at Pisces. With your North Node in Pisces, this is really a lifetime for you to exhale. Because in the past, with your South Node in Virgo, you know what it means to find the faults in everything. You know how to fix things. You know how to take care of everything and make everything your responsibility. Like, you feel like everything is life and death, especially if you make mistakes. So with this North Node in Pisces, it is about allowing yourself to make mistakes, to allow yourself to connect to the universe, to trust the flow of life, and to allow yourself to be imperfect. So having a good spiritual routine is going to be very helpful for you. As soon as you notice yourself getting very caught up in details or wanting to perfect everything, that is the wrong way. You need to relax, you need to enjoy, even daydream, fantasize, and just have fun. Connect to that spiritual romantic side of yourself, and make sure that you give yourself space to dream and just be. because with your South Node in Virgo, you were always go, go, go. And like I said, you had a lot of responsibility. And once you made a mistake, it was life or death. And that still you still carry that in your body. And sometimes that comes up. Like when you make a minor mistake, your anxiety goes up. And that's why it's very important for you to regulate your nervous system and to calm those nerves, because Mercury is connected to Virgo, and Mercury as a planet is also connected to your nervous system. So you could be someone who has problems either with being very anxious or maybe with your stomach, having stomach problems, and it is very important for you to relax. So make a relaxing routine a part of your day-to-day life. Make sure that you relax daily, that you just enjoy life, and that you have days where you can just be, where you don't have a fixed plan, where not everything needs to go according to schedule, but actually give yourself time to flow, have fun, enjoy, and relax. So this is a beautiful lifetime for you to really connect to your spiritual side, and don't be too hard on yourself. As soon as you're being too hard on yourself, regulate your nervous system and do something that makes you feel really good and really relaxed. That was it. That was all 12 signs. You of course can incorporate these also based on house. So you can do Aries' first house, Taurus' second house. You can also listen to those based on your house. But just enjoy, just play with this. And if you want to dive deeper into your personal North Node power, then make sure to check out my masterclass or become a part of the Revelicious membership. Like I said, where this masterclass is going to be a bonus. But just know that this is a journey. It is meant to be fun. And even if it is uncomfortable at first, really embracing your North Node power is going to up level your life in such amazing ways. And I can't wait for you to experience all of the gifts that your North Node has in store for you. So if you enjoyed this, then make sure to leave a review on the podcast or a like if you're watching the video, and just enjoy, have fun, and I will see you next time. Bye.